Hi, this is Danielle Osteen, and I'm doing my week 5 video journal regarding my interview with a service provider, as well as my observation of my student. For the interview, I had a really good discussion with the student's one-on-one aid instructional assistant. She does still provide a service because she is the one who's with him all day and gets to try and work through his behaviors. For this particular student, we've kind of had our eye on him this whole year. It's his third year in my class, but he started the year with some intense behaviors that we weren't used to seeing from him. Since we did his original FBA his first year in third grade with me. So I felt like he would be a good student to target since we're seeing things from him that were getting a little more intense, such as trying to climb the fence at school, eloping from the classroom, a lot of curse words and I guess insults given to adults, ripping up paper, things of that nature in the beginning of the year. I did also speak with Dad, and he mentioned that they were changing his medication, so he wasn't on any meds for the first week or two of school, and then they put him on a trial period for some medication for individuals with Alzheimer's. And this last month has been much better. He still does have behaviors, and during the interview with his aide, we discussed possible reasons for the behavior and trying to define them operationally. What we've noticed is that he is engaging in the behaviors during things like music and dance and PE. He does also do it in class when the work is a little too difficult, and he does refuse. He doesn't like when his one-on-one comes up to help him with the work. He prefers to look like the other students and be able to do it either from the teacher who is giving the instruction or having one of his peers help. So some of it seems like a little bit of he doesn't want to look different than his peers. Um, And then we're starting to question whether it's avoidance of too difficult tasks or if some of his behaviors are attention seeking. He seems to have the gambit. So when he's lining up, I noticed when he was lining up with the other students, no directions being put on him, he would squat down and make fart noises, so it looked like he was using the restroom in the middle of the line, and that was upsetting to some of his peers. So we've talked about that, and that's definitely attention seeking. But then his acting silly in dance class, when I asked him about that when I saw it, and he was removed, he said that it was too hard and he couldn't do it. So I think sometimes similar behaviors have a different function, and we're still trying to work out the operation a little bit. Sometimes it's trying to avoid difficult tasks, and sometimes I think it's when he's bored, he's seeking social with peers, seeking attention, but doesn't necessarily know the right way to do it. So where I'm looking now is trying to figure out if we need to build some social skills and teach him appropriate ways to approach other students, and also teach him some appropriate ways to say, this is too hard, I need a break, and have him be able to maybe do shorter periods with more difficult things. I'm wondering if some of it might have a sensory component as well, because the 3 times of the day that we're seeing these behaviors really seems to be PE, dance, and music. When we're with larger groups, we're joining general education classes, and there's a lot of noise and visual going on where people are moving in different directions, and you're adding in the component of kind of yelling and lots of people talking at once during PE, and music, you have instruments going and music as well as people singing and moving around, and same with dance. There's loud music, directions being yelled out, and large amounts of people, like 50 students instead of just our 15 in our class. So we're looking at a few different functions and trying to figure out good strategies to replace those behaviors. And I think that's where we are right now. Thank you.